Gabi ng Misteryo.
Hello mga kamisteryo, ako nga pala si Maricris ng Voiceless Whispers at ako po ay isang animal communicator. Para sa Gabi ng Misteryo, naanyayahan po ako na magbigay ng aking opinyon base sa pelikulang Disclosure Day. Hindi po ako naniniwala na tunay yung mga footages dun sa Disclosure Day. Siguro may mga ibang clips na ginamit nila na nasa disclosure talaga ng US government ng mga alien sightings at alien encounter. Pero yung nandun sa movie mismo, I don't think that they're real. I don't also think that a real alien will do that. In fact, yung mismong buong plot ng Disclosure Day is a little bit ambiguous for me. I think yung reason kung bakit ginawa ni Steven Spielberg yung movie na Disclosure Day is to call out na mapabilis yung opening ng awareness ng mga tao, no? At this day and age, kung hindi ka pa rin naniniwala sa aliens, but you believe in God, I would like to leave this thought with you. Do you think God is ever powerful? That He was able to make plants, animals, and then humans, no? But, do you think God is ever powerful that He will stop there? I don't think so. I think mas magandang isipin natin that God is so powerful, He can make other living beings other than humans. The universe is very vast and complicated enough not to have other living beings aside from us. Ask yourself this question, no? Why, kung tayo na yung highest form of creation ni God, then why are we just able to use 10% of our brain? Only 10%. Now that Steven Spielberg is offering us yung mga ganitong movies, I think this is a boost for us to further open our minds, accept belief systems that are beyond our capacity right now, and break away from limiting patterns. I think si Steven Spielberg might have been in contact with an alien. Maybe not by himself, no? Not as himself na siya mismo yung vinisit. I think tangent, maybe a friend, relative, or family member, or somebody he trusts, no? Has been visited by aliens. Maybe he himself had a dream about it. Movie directors, and creative writers are usually the portion of our population na very active yung creative mind, no? These people are likely influenced by angels, by spiritual beings, and also by aliens, no? So I'm not closing my idea that Steven Spielberg is inspired or in direct communication with aliens. Pwede hindi. Abductions, I don't think nag-abduct pa sila right now, ha? But between 1900s and 1950s, people were close-minded, no, in the idea that there could be other living beings in this universe other than people, other than humans. So the idea of being in cohort, in communication, no, in a friendship or in a form of commensalism maybe, is taboo. So, napakahirap niyan na i-explain, sabihin, i-share, you know. Even to your closest friends, people will think you're crazy. Pwede kang madala sa institution, pwede kang kuhanin ng government, and then imprison ka, di ba? So, ang hirap nung time na yon, sobrang bawal pag-usapan yon. That is the reason why they're doing abductions, because people were so closed-minded. People were hesitant to change and break down limiting beliefs. But these days, more and more people are open to spirituality. So I think at this point, hindi na kailangan yung abduction. And so many people are reporting alien encounters, even in their dreams, no? Ako for one, technically I was taken to a ship before, in my dream, no? And honestly, I don't think na hindi modification of human DNA yung ginagawa nila when they do abductions. It's more to study yung capacity natin to change, no? And how our minds work, how we make decisions, no? Honestly, ako, ang tingin ko, based dun sa mga na-experience ko with alien life forms, no, so far, hindi nila maintindihan why humans can lie, humans can destroy the only planet we have where we can live in, and we are the only species who kill each other not for food. I guess they're trying to just understand us and parang i-improve tayo further. But I don't think na talagang technically speaking human DNA changes yung kailangan nilang gawin. Have you ever wondered why there are more and more younger generations, no, like kids in their early teens discovering major breakthroughs in science, in health, that our scientists and professionals from the boomer age until current, hindi nila na-discover yun. But then suddenly, somebody young comes in and then, boom, na-discover nila. And I think sila yung mga early generation of hybrid. Andyan lang yan. And I'm sure they just feel a little bit advanced and a little bit different from regular humans because of their DNA. I did ask my guides about this before, like anong magbabago kapag meron ng mga alien DNA sa tao, and kahalubilo na natin sila, and my guide said they're going to change the norms, no? The majority of our norms will be different. Parang ngayon kasi some people are accepting corruption, atrocities, pero wala tayong magawa. And my guide said, yung mga ganun daw na tao will change. Alien life forms, they do use more than 10% of their brain. And they have been living beyond survival, no? Itong mga tao kasi, we're still living within survival mode. We need to work in order to get food. We need to work to pay for our house, diba? Basic necessities need money, and in order to get money, we need to survive. But alien life force, they don't do that anymore. They are beyond surviving. They care more about nature and planet, because that's the oneness, that's the unity, that's the 5D mindset. I think yung iba parang masasabi na lang nila na katulad dun sa disclosure day na parang, I know you. Yung ganun. Kung darating sila, I will ask them, no, what do you need me to help you with? If you came here to help us become better human beings, then tell us what to do. Kasi yun na yung yun na yung finality na if you want to call yourself advanced, if you want to call yourself evolved, if you want a better future for your kids, no, if you want to see a better earth, I think that's the way to go about it. Huwag tayo maging passive about it. Let's ask them, what's the right role that I should play in this entire planet? I think 3i Atlas, no? Sa 3i Atlas ako huling nakakonect sa mga alien beings. They said they were going to replace the leaders of the powerful nations. Why? Is because the current leaders are no longer aligned. Honestly, I think pag dumating yung time na may disclosure na talaga, these current leaders are no longer in their position. I think some leaders will still try to claim their power above alien life forms. And I think na sila yung magsa-start ng destructive actions, no? If current leaders yung nakaupo. So, if you see one, ask them who they are, why are they here, what do they need, along with the aliens, kasi some aliens are also etheric, no? Parang spirit din. So some aliens appear like that, but some of them can appear in physical form. We are a race of beings who still rely strongly on physicality, on corporal experience, no? So malamang magpapakita yan in person. But you can always communicate with them telepathically, no? So, I encourage you to communicate with them telepathically. But also, of course, huwag kalimutan, because corporeal nga tayo. Take videos, take photos, no? Because people will question you and they will think na you're crazy. But of course, not all devices will be able to register their appearance, their presence, no? But try your best, no? I remember this experience where we were on air sa Gabi ng Misteryo. And then an alien appeared. And then he was speaking, but he was communicating telepathically. And since one of my strongest skills is being a telepath, I was able to pick up on the message. But this is the fun part. When you communicate with aliens, the message is not linear. Tao kasi linear, di ba? Parang, this is the start of the sentence, this is the end. Pero sila, they communicate in a radial manner. Sabi nung isang nag-comment dun sa live feed, parang yung babaeng nagsasalita, parang minimemorize naman niya. Nakalimutan yata niya yung minimemorize niya. That's not true. The thing is, isang buka lang ng bibig nung alien to communicate an idea. There were multiple ideas that came in. Ang issue ko was, I couldn't even pick which one I would say first. Kasi nga, ang dami. Parang sinabi lang niya, halimbawa, an apple is red, ganun. Pero nakita ko na yung bundok, nakita ko na yung elephants, nakita ko na lahat, vineyard, ganyan. I can't follow very fast kasi yung idea na pumapasok. All of the images were coming in so fast. It's taken me a lot of time to translate, no? So, ganun yung experience communicating with them. But, it's not really difficult to communicate with them, no? You just have to trust yourself and open yourself to communicating with a higher life force. If you are able to do that, no? You have accepted a form of humility na tao lang ako, meron pang iba na nandyan, and I can learn from them. And give me a role, give me a purpose on how to improve myself, my community, and the whole world, no? So, salamat sa pakikinig. Bye!
Gabi ng Misteryo. Gabi ng Misteryo.